Hi, boys and girls. You know, yesterday in math, you guys were looking at a picture of the ocean and you were counting to see how many animals there were. And that is basically something that mathematicians and scientists do all the time. They collect data or data. So, what you were doing in that instance was you were collecting data or data about the ocean creatures. And I told you that once you've collected that information, then you use that information to find out things. You analyze the data. Today we're going to be doing that. And so I have a paper that looks just like this. And it has cats, bunnies, and fish. And inside of the box, you basically have a graph. That graph shows you how many cats, how many bunnies, and how many fish. So let's say this is how many pets some kids have. So how many have cats? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The kids have 5 cats. How about bunnies? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of the kids have bunnies. And how many kids have fish? 1, 2, 3. So now we have to look at these numbers. And it says, which do we have the most of? That's the biggest number. Out of all 3 animals, which number is the biggest? Which do we have the most of? Well, we have more bunnies, right? So we circle the bunny. Which do we have the least of? So of all 3, which one has the smaller number? Well, I think it's going to be the fish. We only have 3 fish. Now it says, which do we have 5 of? You look down here on the bottom and you can see that there are 5 cats. Now here are some of the trickier ones. How many more rabbits than fish? If you look, there's a rabbit, a fish, a rabbit, a fish, a rabbit, a fish. Now you've got 1, 2, 3 more rabbits because they're equal to here, right? And then you have 3 more. So I write 3 on that blank because there are 3 more rabbits than fish. Now here it says, how many fewer fish than cats? Well, fish, cat, fish, cat, fish, cat. So it goes to here. So how many fewer? How many more cats? And that means how many fewer fish? Well, there are 2 more cats, so there are 2 fewer fish. If we had 2 more fish, it would be the same. Now, I made a lot of lines over here on my graph. You don't have to do that. I was just trying to show you. But on the other side, you're going to use this object graph to write the total of each category. And then you're going to answer each question using the data. So what you'll do is you'll count the balloons. Go ahead and do that. And write how many. Now count the party hats. And write how many. Now count here these little, I don't remember what they're called, blow things, party favors, and write how many. Do you have all those numbers? I'm not going to give the answers this time. I want you to do your thinking. The top one says, which do we have the most of? Circle the one we have the most of. Here it asks, which do we have the least of? Figure it out and circle it. here. Which do we have 4 of? Find the one that there are 4 of and circle it. How many more hats than horns? Okay, they call these horns. So how many more hats than horns? Write that number here. How many fewer horns than balloons? How many fewer horns than balloons? All right, once you finish that, then you get to do some addition and subtraction problems. Make sure you're paying attention to the symbol. Is it a plus sign or a minus sign, so that you do the right kind of problem? And then finally, in your packet, you have a few different things. You have a set of months, and these are for you to practice putting them in order. So there's January, mine are all out of order, February, March, April, May, and you can take these and put them in order from January all the way to December. And then you have a cake craft. Now, when I made this, you're going to have some extra pages. There are some cake pans that have 6, 7, and there are some cake pans that have 5. How old are you? Are you 5, 6, or 7? Some of you are 5, some of you are 6, and some of you are 7. Cut out the cake pan that you need and color it whatever color you want it to be. So if I am 5, I would cut out a cake pan that says 5, right? And I would color it, probably my favorite color, green. Then I need to cut out a cake. I can color it and decorate it however I want. Maybe I want to have vanilla icing with sprinkles, like funfetti sprinkles. However I want it, I get to do it. So you get to cut out your cake, and you're going to glue your cake in its pan. Okay? Then you color and cut out the number of candles that you will need to glue onto your birthday cake. If you're 5, how many candles do you need? 5. If you're 6, how many candles do you need to glue on? 6. If you're 7, how many candles do you need to glue on? 7. I'm going to go ahead and share a picture in this lesson so you know how to make your own birthday cake. Now, this craft is something we were supposed to do at school as a whole class, and we were going to look to see how many of us have January birthdays, how many of us have February birthdays, how many have March birthdays, and so on and so on. So we can't really do that, but I wanted you to be able to at least make your birthday cakes. And I will make our birthday graph, and we can talk about it on Monday.